Hello there, welcoming you all in the physics arena by Nitish sir. Children, today we are going to learn about the second part of the chapter 2, that is different forms of energy. So before going to state about the various forms of the energies, first we will discuss what do you mean by the energy. Children, in order to discuss about the term energy, energy can be defined as the capability with which or the capability by virtue of that a body can do a work is said to be the energy. So in order to define energy, what we can write that energy can be defined as energy can be defined as energy can be defined as the capability by virtue of that the capability by virtue of that a body can do a work is called energy. So children, here I have given you the ideology about the definition for the energy. What do you mean by the energy? So we can say that the capability of a body by virtue of that a body can do the work is called that the energy. Since as we are knowing that there are various forms of the energy that exist in our nature, that is chemical energy. So here what I am saying that as we are knowing that various forms of energy exist in nature as what are those forms of the energy, children? So that is mechanical energy, potential energy, kinetic energy, gravitational energy, chemical energy, solar energy, tidal energy, and so on. Okay children, and so on. So there are lots of the energy are existing inside of our nature. So here are lots of energy I have given. So children, now we are going to discuss about the mechanical energy which is in our syllabus. So what do you mean by the mechanical energy and how it can be described? In order to describe the mechanical energy, so mechanical energy is nothing but that is the total energy possessed by a body. Okay children, so what do you mean by the mechanical energy? Now we are going to discuss about the mechanical energy. Okay children, mechanical energy. How you could describe about the mechanical energy? We can say that mechanical energy is that energy which is possessed by a body due to its state of rest or motion. It means that due to its inertia of rest or motion. So we can define that mechanical energy Children, in other words, also we can say that from here it is shown that mechanical means something which is responsible for the work done. Okay, so energy which is responsible for the work done, okay, is also said to be the mechanical energy. So the mechanical energy can be defined as mechanical energy can be defined as the energy the energy possessed by the energy possessed by the energy possessed by a body or an object due to its state of rest or motion is called mechanical energy. Is called, children, mechanical energy. Okay, so if someone may ask with you that what do you mean by the mechanical energy of a body, then you can easily describe as the energy possessed by a body due to its state of rest or motion is said to be the mechanical energy. And children, also that mechanical energy is also the sum of, we can write that the mechanical energy, which is also known as the total energy of the body, and which is equals to the sum of potential energy and kinetic energy possessed by the body. So children, now we are turning towards the next topic, that is the kinds of the types of the mechanical energy. So children, in order to describe about the types of mechanical energy, we can say that there are two types of the, in order to describe about the mechanical energy, we can say that there are, what we can say that, children, that there are two types of the mechanical energy. Children, in order to define those two types, what we can say that the first type of this mechanical energy is the potential energy, and the next part is that the next type is that is known as the kinetic energy. So how we can define the potential energy and kinetic energy of a body? Children, now one by one we are going to discuss about the potential energy and kinetic energy possessed by a body. So first I am going to give you the glance about the potential energy. Children, just listen. Potential energy is quite different in the definition from the mechanical energy. Children, how we can define the potential energy? Potential means that is some amount of energy, or we can say that potential energy can be defined as that the amount of energy possessed by a body due to its shape and size or due to its position. So we can define as potential energy is the energy possessed by a body due to its position or shape and size. What I have given you the children as ideology, that the amount of energy, the energy possessed by a body due to its position or shape and size is called that energy is called potential energy, is called potential energy. So whatever be the amount of energy possessed by a body due to its state of rest is said to be the what? That is a potential energy. So children, its expression can be given by potential energy is equals to m, g and h. Expression for the potential energy can be written as potential energy is equals to m, g and h. It means that here the most important factor is the height. Okay children, it means that the amount of energy possessed by a body due to its position is said to be the potential energy. For example, we can say that the two good examples to describe the potential energy is that the first one is and the second one is here. The first one is gravitational potential energy. The first one is gravitational potential energy, and the next one is elastic potential energy. So what do you mean by the gravitational potential energy and elastic potential energy? Now we are going to discuss about these two different types of the energies. So one by one we will discuss about the gravitational potential energy, then elastic potential energy, then subsequently we will discuss about the second part of the mechanical energy, that is a kinetic energy of a body. Okay children, now moving towards the gravitational potential energy. In order to describe the gravitational potential energy, because it is an example of the potential energy, so how we can describe about the gravitational potential energy? So children, as we are knowing that if a body is onto the earth, so each and every body experiences a force of attraction due to the earth, and which is known as a force of gravity. Okay children, because you are also knowing that we are also living onto the surface of earth, onto the earth, so a force of attraction is applied by the earth to us, so that we can get attracted toward the center of earth. So a force of attraction acting onto each and every body, so we can say that then the energy possessed by a body due to the force of attraction of the earth, what we can say that the energy possessed by a body, the energy possessed by a body, the energy possessed by a body due to the force of gravity, or we can also write that is due to the force of attraction of earth, is called, that energy is called as gravitational potential energy. Okay children, that is known as a gravitational potential energy. So how we can define the gravitational potential energy? We can say that, as we are knowing that the earth applies a force of attraction onto each and every object, so the energy possessed by a body due to the force of attraction, that is known as the gravity, is called as the gravitational potential energy. Children, gravitational potential energy of a body is zero. Now we are going to measure what will be the gravitational potential energy of a body at the various places. Okay children, so the gravitational potential energy of a body is zero when it is kept at infinity. Infinity means at a very large distance. So what I am saying that gravitational potential energy, gravitational potential energy of a body, is zero when it is kept when it is kept at infinity. At infinity. Infinity means, children, at a very large distance from the earth. Whereas kept at infinity, whereas the gravitational potential energy, what we can say that whereas, here I am writing short form of the gravitational potential energy, that is GPE. Whereas gravitational potential energy is higher, gravitational potential energy is higher near the is higher near the surface of earth. Why? Because, children, surface, whereas the gravitational potential energy is higher near the surface of earth due to increase in force of attraction of earth. Okay, children, so in this way we can calculate easily what will be the gravitational potential energy of an object. So now we are turning towards what may be the different definition of the gravitational potential energy. How we can define the gravitational potential energy in the other words. So now I am going to give you the glance about the different definition of the gravitational potential energy. How we can define the gravitational potential energy in other words. So, children, gravitational potential energy potential energy can be defined as, because this is a scientific definition, so what we can write that the gravitational potential energy can be defined as the burden, the amount of burden, the amount of work done, by the force of attraction of earth, the amount of the work done by the force of attraction of earth to bring a point mass object to a given point. It means that so whatever be the amount of work done by the force of attraction of the earth, means gravity, to bring a small mass object from a very large distance to a known distance is known as a gravitational potential energy. And children, gravitational potential energy increases due to the force of attraction of the earth. So now we are turning toward the next part, that is the elastic potential energy. What do you mean by the, children, elastic potential energy, and how we can define that the elastic potential energy? So here I am writing elastic potential energy. Children, if I am saying that is the elastic potential energy, so by the name of this topic you can also understood that elastic means that something which is having the property of the elasticity. It means that whenever it gets stretched, it elongates, and after the removal of the external force, it regains its original shape and size. So when an external force is applied to a body, it gets deformed. Let us suppose that if we are having a body, let us suppose that this is a support to which a spring is connected like this. If a force is applied, now we are going to pull this spring with the help of this force. So what will happen? in the second condition we will observe that this spring will get elongates due to the force which is applied. Now we can see here there is a displacement takes place in the spring due to the force of pulling. Okay children, so what we can say that when an external force is applied to a body and it gets deformed due to change in its shape and size, and after the removal of that deforming force it regains its original condition, is said to be the elasticity. So we can say that the amount of work done which is stored in the form of elastic potential energy. So here I am going to give you the definition that when an external force, because if I will write then it will be very beneficial to learn for you. Okay, so when an external force, this is only the elaboration, when an external force is applied, when an external force is applied to a body and it gets deformed, and after the removal of removal of deforming force, it regains its original shape and size called elasticity. So in this condition there is a work done takes place. So this work done, okay children, so this work done by the external force, that is a deforming force, is stored in the form of the elastic potential energy. So we can say that the energy stored, what we can say that the energy stored in a body due to change in its shape and size, is called elastic potential energy. Okay children, so this is the amount of the energy possessed by a body is said to be the elastic potential energy. Okay, so in these two conditions we have learned what is the gravitational potential energy and what do you mean by the elastic potential energy. Okay children, so now we are going to learn about the expression for the gravitational potential energy, okay, or how we can calculate the gravitational potential energy possessed by a body at a height h. Okay children, so now we are turning towards the calculation of gravitational potential energy at a height h. So here I am going to write that gravitational potential energy, the next topic is gravitational potential energy at a height h. Okay children, now we are going to learn about the gravitational potential energy, how we can calculate the gravitational potential energy at a height h. So children, let us suppose that as we are knowing that the gravitational potential energy of a body at a height h above the ground above the ground is measured by the amount of burden by lifting it from the ground to a height against the force of gravity. Let us suppose that if we are having a object, let us suppose that if we are having a block, wooden block. Children, what I am going to say that, let us suppose that this is a wooden block. This is a wooden block at the earth's surface. This is at here h is equals to 0. Okay children. So now this block is going to be raised by a height h. Now it is going to be raised by a height h. Now this object is kept at a height h from the earth surface. So there, and as we are knowing that gravity is acting in the downward direction, so there is a force and displacement. Here that force and displacement takes place. Okay, so children, here we have did a work done against the force of gravity. So whatever be the work done in this case is said to be the gravitational potential energy. Children, as we are knowing that work done is equals to force into displacement, and as we are knowing that the force is nothing but that is a product of mass and acceleration, and here the acceleration is due to the gravity, can be written as g, and here the displacement takes place, that is a height h. So children, we can say that the gravitational potential energy, and which is given by capital letter, that is U, is equals to mgh, and it is against the force of gravity. So children, we can say that U depends upon what? We can, from here what we can conclude, that the gravitational potential energy is directly proportional to the mass of the object, directly proportional to the force of gravity, and also proportional to the height. It means that if height will be larger, then the gravitational potential energy will be larger of a body.